Before the break, I have given you the 10 items and I wanted your treatment, and I think you have written in your notebook all those 10 points. For what and all they are related. Let me answer quickly and check whether your answer matches or not. Salary paid, as you know, salary paid to the employees, they are basically related to your main business what is standing upon. Therefore, which activity? Operating, investing, financing, it is operating activity. Cash sales, sale of what? Sale is basically goods. Therefore, anything related to goods and service directly, indirectly, it is operating activity. Machine sale, it is not a sale of goods, it is the machine sale. It is a sale of long-term asset. Therefore, it is which activity? Any long-term asset, investing activity. Interest received, it is very interestingly interest received. Interest received on what? You receive interest on your investment. Basically, investments are long-term investment. If nothing is given, they are long-term investments. Therefore, on long-term investments, you received interest. It is investing activity. It is an inflow of cash. Issue of shares. You issued the shares and you got the money. Any security you issue for raising money, which activity? It is financing activity. Check, fifth is right or wrong. Let us go to the sixth one. Dividend paid. Dividend paid on what? Shares. So, you issued the shares, year end you give dividend to them. So, it is on shares, dividend paid on shares. No, it is not there in what I said. The moment I say dividend paid, obviously it is on shares. Therefore, it is financing activity. Earthquake loss. So, whenever we say earthquake loss, that is not an ordinary item, it is an extraordinary item. It has to be disclosed separately, extraordinary item. Now, question, that is fine. Which activity? No mentioning of which related, you have to consider it is related to goods. Therefore, it goes for operating activity. If not referred, it is operating activity. Dividend received. Dividend received on what? You receive on shares. Is it your issue of shares or investment of shares? You invested in shares, you are receiving the dividend. Therefore, it is investing activity. Please note, interest received and dividend received, both are related to investments. But this is an investment in, your debentures, bonds, that is why you are receiving interest. Whereas here you invested in shares, that is why you are receiving the dividend. Next point, tax paid. As you know, tax in the chart given. What is that? Is it identifiable to a particular activity? If yes, treat there. If no, which activity? Operating activity. Tax generally they do not mention. Therefore, it is operating activity. Last one. The machine purchased and debenture issued. Machine is there, long-term asset, do not take it as investing activity. Debenture issued is there, debenture issued is a security, long-term funds, do not take it as financing activity, because machine purchase and debenture issued, there is no cash in that. Entry is machine to debenture. As I worked out in earlier example, building to share something, share capital, here it is machine to debentures. In this, there is no cash or cash equivalent item. It is not a cash, it is a non-cash transaction. What you should do? Any non-cash transaction, it is to be disclosed. It is a matter of disclosure. So, this is what you have to note. So, your answer OA 1, 2 OA, IA 3, point number 4 it is IA, point number 5 FA, point number 6 FA, point number 7 extraordinary item, operating activity, answer is OA, 8 IA, 9 OA, 10th is no disclosure, it is not at all activity, no activity to be referred there. I think you understood all 10 points. Now we will go for master problems. Students, now we will go for a problem of your cash flow statement. All the details are given. Problem can come in different varieties. Here I have chosen a problem where they are given just list of some items, expense, income and assets. Let us look at what and all the details we have. We have sales, we have cost of goods sold, closing inventory higher than opening by this much, difference in creditor means increase given 1 lakh, tax paid, creditors paid, admin expenses paid, purchase of machinery, dividend paid, cash and bank balance closing given, cash and bank balance opening given. With these details you have to prepare cash flow statement, full length problem, master problem. Students, first in cash flow statement, activity wise classification. I think that is okay, that can be done. Again, in operating activity, there are two, either it is a direct method or indirect method. Therefore, it is not mentioned should we apply direct method or indirect method. So, this problem you have to tell me, can we do under direct method or we do under indirect method? If at all you want to do indirect method, you should have a reported profit. What is that? PBT, profit before tax, is not there, nor we will be able to calculate it. Therefore, since you do not have P&L statement or we do have details about to calculate PBT, indirect method cannot be considered. Now you tell me, can we do under direct method? What and all we need? We need our collections. So, you know, all our cash sales is your collection. We need our payments related to your operating activity. Do you have payment related to your suppliers or creditors? We have. Expenses payment is there, admin expense paid. With these details you can do. That means we have details about direct method. So, let us take the information what we want for direct method. So, A, cash from operating activity. Cash from operating activity. Which method? We have collections, we have payment like creditors and admin expenses. Since we have these details, it is a direct method. So, the method is direct method we are applying. So, you have to write at the top, Star Limited cash flow statement for year ending 31st March 2016 as per accounting standard 3, direct method. If at all you have notebook, just listening my talk will not help you. You have to work along with me so that it will be very clear to you and you will understand where and all you go wrong. Many times students will read the accounting, that is not going to work. So, just work along with me so that exactly you will clarify, you will get the doubts and it will be clarified whenever we start working. Let us start with A, cash from operating activity. Can you tell me the method? There is direct method. So, refer your format. The first problem you worked out, in direct method you should start with collections, collection from customers. Remember, collection from customers can be of two types. In the year, cash sale, immediate collection, and anything if it is credit sale, debtors collection. Collection from debtors or customers should be written. Both are customers only, you got the money. Here we have cash sales of 48 lakh. I will write inner column, you have 48 lakhs. Less payments. If at all you recall the payments format, there are three items you have taken. Can you recall and tell me? Suppliers or creditors, employees for salaries, admin and any other expenses, admin, selling, all that expense. In this what we have? We have creditors, we have admin expense. Let us write both. A, creditors or suppliers, they may give suppliers, same, creditors of material or suppliers, creditors of materials or suppliers of materials, 35 lakh 50,000, 35 lakh, I am writing inner column, and admin expenses B, admin expenses, administrative expenses paid, which is 3 lakh 60,000. You can write both inner column and then we can, both write inner to inner column 35 lakh 53 lakh 60, total it and do it. So, if you can do the total 35 50 and 3 lakh 60, 35 plus 38, 39 lakh 10,000, deduct from that, if you can deduct that 39 lakh 10,000, you will arrive at 8 lakh 90,000. You can verify using calculator. This becomes 39 lakh 10,000. 39 and 48, if you deduct, you get 8 lakh 90,000 is the collection. What is that collection? We call it as cash generated from operations. Cash generated from operations. Can you tell me what is the next one to be written? After this, two items, minus taxes paid and extraordinary items if any. Taxes paid, do you have taxes paid? I am taking this detail, 1 lakh 50,000. If you deduct it, you will arrive at cash from operating activity 890 minus 1 lakh 50. Your answer, net answer is 7 lakh 40,000. You may get a doubt. What is the doubt? First doubt is, I have not written plus or minus extraordinary items. You do not have any extraordinary items list, that is why I have not written. So, you can skip it. Point 1. If you want to write, you write plus or minus extra item 0. 7 lakh 40 minus 0, 7 lakh 40,000. Next, definitely this question should arise to your mind. Why that other details are given? I will take above. Why cost of goods sold? Why closing inventory? Why difference in creditor? All these are given. For what reason? This closing inventory and opening inventory difference you will take if at all you go for indirect method. Under indirect method, 3 items: non-cash, non-operating, working capital items. Adjustment for working is a working capital item. Any current asset increase, decrease, you have to take there. Similarly, you have to take under your difference in creditors, you have taken the indirect method. This way, the question paper setter has given both direct method and indirect method. Under direct method, we don't want to touch any of that working capital item. Under indirect method, we have to touch. Hope you are getting. That means to say, these are all details: cost of goods sold, closing inventory higher than opening, difference in creditors. These are all related to indirect method. To confuse you, it is given. This is irrelevant. Irrelevant data, not required. Then, so I have not taken these three. Therefore, the remaining items only taken. So, what you have taken? Sales, collections, payment paid items are taken, taxes paid are taken. So, these three are irrelevant. Let us move on. What is the next one we have? Cash from, can you tell me along with me? Cash from which activity? Operating over. Now, we have to take investing activity. There is no method, it is always direct method. Method differs only in first. In B and C, in all the problem, it is a direct method only. So, do you see any investing activity in this? So, we have machine purchased, dividend paid. Machine is a long term asset, any long term asset comes under this. So, let us write machine purchased. Machine purchased, what is the amount? Which is 6 lakh here. Please note, don't write less. Is it right? Amount is right, the description is right, but still 1 mark less. Definitely. Why? Any payment outflow, money goes out. We don't make that, properly. Inflow or outflow to be recognized. Nothing is written, it is inflow. If you write in bracket, it is outflow. Therefore, machine purchased, cash gone out, 6 lakh less. That is the item you have taken. C, cash from financing activity. Any such item, shares, debenture, you don't have shares, debenture, but on shares you pay dividend for the year ending, dividend paid, you have to write here, dividends paid, amounting to rupees 1,20,000. Is it correct? Description correct? Amount correct? 1 mark less. Payment, you have to write in brackets. Again, I am stressing, whenever you write, the sign important. Is it positive or negative? You have to write. That should be careful. 740 and 6 lakh negative, 1 lakh 20. 720 negative, that comes to 20,000 positive. This you call net. Can you tell along with me? Increase slash brackets decrease in cash and cash equivalents. If negative comes, you call decrease. If positive comes, you call increase. Here net answer is positive. Add opening cash and cash equivalents. What is the opening cash and cash equivalent? In a hurry, don't write this. This is closing balance. Opening is 50,000. Add 50,000. You arrive at closing cash and cash equivalents 70,000. Is the answer correct? Is that 70,000 here? Yes. Here also we got 70. The question closing cash and cash equivalent, nothing but cash and bank balance is 70,000. So, summarize again, method not specified, but all the details regarding direct methods are there, apply direct method. To work out indirect method, we don't have profit, point number 1. But some details of indirect methods are given, that is irrelevant because direct method is, you can work out directly, simply the direct method. Next one, when you say, what are the items not taken? COGS, inventory difference or creditors difference is not taken. You adjust all these items, you will get cash generated from operation, taxes paid, cash from operating activity. There is no extraordinary item in the question, so ignored. Investing activity, machine purchased, payment, money gone out. Financing activity, dividend paid, money gone out. So, increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalents, add opening, you arrive at closing cash balance. So, we completed this problem stating that method not specified and all the list of various expense income assets are given. With that we could find out or we could arrive at closing cash balance. We explained why there is increase of 20,000 cash and cash equivalent during the period.